The art of letting go is a transformative concept that explores the human struggle with attachment, control, and the inevitable changes that life brings. At its core, it is about releasing what no longer serves us, whether that be people, memories, expectations, or even parts of ourselves that we have outgrown. Letting go is not about forgetting or suppressing, rather, it is a conscious process of acceptance, emotional detachment, and inner liberation. It requires a shift in mindset, one that acknowledges impermanence as a natural part of life. When we hold on too tightly, we create suffering for ourselves, often resisting reality in an attempt to maintain comfort or familiarity. However, true peace comes when we surrender to the flow of life, trusting that each ending is merely a new beginning in disguise. Many struggle with letting go because of the illusion of control. We convince ourselves that if we hold on tightly enough, whether to relationships, grudges, or past experiences, we can shape outcomes according to our desires. But control is often a mirage, an exhausting attempt to fight the unpredictable nature of life. This resistance creates stress, anxiety, and emotional exhaustion. Letting go, therefore, is an act of wisdom, one that recognizes that we cannot force people to stay, change the past, or dictate every future event. Instead of clinging to what was or what should have been, we learn to embrace what is. A significant aspect of letting go is emotional healing. Painful experiences, heartbreak, betrayal, or personal failures often leave deep wounds, making it difficult to move forward. The tendency to replay past events, wishing they had gone differently, traps us in an endless loop of suffering. However, healing begins when we accept that the past cannot be rewritten. Instead of resisting our pain, we must allow ourselves to fully feel it, process it, and then release it. Suppression only prolongs suffering, while acknowledgement and acceptance pave the way for genuine healing. The process of letting go also involves forgiveness, not just of others but of ourselves. Many people carry guilt, shame, or regret over past mistakes, unable to move forward because they are still punishing themselves. Self-forgiveness is an essential part of the journey. It is about understanding that we did the best we could with the knowledge and emotional state we had at the time. Similarly, forgiving others does not mean excusing their actions but rather freeing ourselves from the emotional weight of resentment. When we refuse to forgive, we remain emotionally tied to the very thing that hurt us. In relationships, letting go can be particularly challenging. Whether it's the end of a romantic relationship, a friendship, or even a family bond, detaching from someone we once deeply cared for can feel like losing a part of ourselves. However, relationships should be based on mutual respect, growth, and emotional reciprocity. Holding on to people who have already left, emotionally or physically, only delays our healing. Sometimes, love means allowing someone to walk away, trusting that their absence might create space for something healthier to emerge. Letting go is not just about people or emotions, it is also about expectations. Many of us have rigid expectations about how life should unfold, from career achievements to personal relationships. When reality does not align with these expectations, we experience frustration and disappointment. By learning to release attachment to specific outcomes, we cultivate flexibility and resilience. This does not mean we stop setting goals or striving for better, but rather that we remain open to different paths and possibilities. One of the most effective tools in letting go is mindfulness. Mindfulness teaches us to be present, to engage with life as it is rather than how we think it should be. By focusing on the present moment, we stop ruminating about the past or worrying about the future. Meditation, deep breathing, and conscious awareness help us develop the ability to observe our thoughts and emotions without becoming consumed by them. Over time, this practice allows us to create emotional distance from our attachments, making it easier to release them. Another powerful aspect of letting go is understanding the nature of impermanence. Everything in life, people, emotions, circumstances, is in a constant state of change. The more we resist this truth, the more we suffer. When we embrace impermanence, we begin to appreciate each moment for what it is, rather than clinging to it in fear of loss. This perspective shift allows us to live more fully, love more openly, and experience life with a sense of gratitude rather than scarcity. The journey of letting go also requires self-awareness. Often, we hold on to things because they provide us with a sense of identity or security. Whether it's a toxic relationship, a past success, or a belief about ourselves, releasing these attachments can feel like losing a part of who we are. However, personal growth often requires shedding old layers. The more we let go of what no longer aligns with our true selves, the more space we create for authentic self-discovery. Letting go is not a one-time event but an ongoing practice. It is something we must choose daily, choosing to release anger, choosing to forgive, choosing to trust life. There will be days when we feel deeply attached to something we thought we had moved past, and that is okay. Healing is not linear. What matters is that we keep making the conscious effort to release, knowing that each time we do, we become a little lighter. One of the biggest misconceptions about letting go is that it means indifference or apathy. In reality, it is the opposite. Letting go does not mean we stop caring, it means we stop controlling. It does not mean we stop loving, it means we love freely, without attachment or possession. It does not mean we stop trying, it means we learn to act without being paralyzed by fear of failure. True letting go is about freedom, not avoidance. The benefits of letting go are profound. Emotionally, it brings peace and clarity. Physically, it reduces stress and tension. Mentally, it sharpens our focus and allows us to be more present. Spiritually, it deepens our connection with ourselves and the world around us. The weight of holding on can be immense, but the lightness of release is immeasurable. Ultimately, letting go is an act of trust. It is trusting that what is meant for us will stay, that what leaves is making space for something greater, and that we are strong enough to navigate whatever comes next. It is about surrendering to the natural rhythms of life, embracing change, and allowing ourselves the grace to move forward without baggage. And so, the art of letting go is not about loss, but about liberation. It is about reclaiming our power, our peace, and our ability to fully experience life in the present moment. When we let go, we do not just free ourselves from the past, we step fully into our future, lighter, stronger, and ready for whatever comes next. See